The 5 worst cryptocurrency investing mistakes to avoid.
Let's get into it.
So guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the 5 worst cryptocurrency investing mistakes that you'll want to avoid. These are the common mistakes that beginners make all the time and that can completely blow their cryptocurrency portfolios out of the water. So guys, as we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, do go ahead and hit that like button for us. We both really do appreciate it. And of course, if you happen to be new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with the new cryptocurrencies, the hidden gems, the technical analysis and news, then why not become a subscriber? By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything we do here. It's free, you'll stay well informed, so why not? And Chris, is there anything else that you would like to add before we jump on down and get straight into these 5 worst cryptocurrency investing mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things that I would ask actually. If you remember any mistakes that you made and we've not covered them in this video, do comment below. I think that'd be really helpful for anybody new in the crypto space. I think it's really important that we support new people in the the investing side of things for crypto, because it's healthy for adoption. I think there's lots of people that get burnt when they're new in crypto, and that is not a good thing because it leaves a sour taste in people's mouths and that word gets spread. So I think anything we can do to support people that are new to crypto is really important. So do leave a comment below, and also if I can ask that you share this video and just get it out there. So if any of your social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, share this video, help support the adoption of crypto. I think it's really important.
Fantastic. Right, let's jump on down and get right on into it.
Let's do it.
This video is sponsored by Crypto.com, the world's fastest growing crypto app. With Crypto.com, you can buy that fear and sell your cryptocurrency. You can of course earn a juicy return on your investment and spend your cryptocurrency via their debit card. You can track all your transactions, and of course we cannot forget their new NFT platform. So why not check out Crypto.com? Link is down in the description below and you will get a $25 sign up bonus. The first mistake that beginners coming into the crypto space tend to make is not doing their research. This can be in the form of maybe listening to 1, 2, 3, or maybe even 4 different influencers and not actually doing some solid research themselves. This is a common mistake that you tend to find that these beginners come into the crypto space after listening or watching some YouTube videos. And one of these mistakes might be that they're actually paying attention to an influencer who is shilling a particular kind of coin that's incredibly low value. So it has a lots of potential to the upside, or at least that's how it is pitched. So it's important that when you actually start digging into these cryptocurrencies, that you do a very good research on not only the price elements of a cryptocurrency, the tokenomics, the white paper, the team, and their actual use cases. And if you do these things properly, this research can become a true foundation to a good, solid investment. Without that research, you tend to find that you're investing in things that genuinely have very little value, and unfortunately, there are many of them in this space. We talk about this quite frequently on our live streams, that there are over 10,000 cryptocurrencies today, and some of them were only ever created to part you with your hard-earned money, so research is absolutely crucial. And a part of that research absolutely has to be understanding what the cryptocurrency is up to, what it plans to do in the future, what its use case is, who are the team behind the cryptocurrency, the value of it today, and the potential value of it in 5 to 10 years from now. These are the foundation levels of good solid research that will set you on the right path to investing in cryptocurrency.
So number 2 on the list is not diversifying your portfolio. So this is one we talk about an awful lot on live streams and in videos. And for beginners, it's an easy mistake or an easy trap, particularly with the tribalism within the crypto space. So basically what I mean by this is, you basically putting all your eggs in one basket, or betting, I guess is another way to frame it, that one particular cryptocurrency is going to be a success and is going to make you the 10x or the 100x or whatever your strategy is, I guess. So diversifying is really important, and we talk about this on the show all the time. You don't want to be putting your money all in one project. It's really important to diversify. So obviously, number one on our list was doing your research. So research maybe 3, possibly 4 projects. And if you've got $1,000 to invest in crypto, you would be better off maybe just putting, I don't know, 40% in one and then just splitting it out evenly across the other 3, for example. At least you're hedging your bets that way.
Third on our list has to be trying to use leverage. This, unfortunately, is a poor strategy for pretty much all beginners. This is something that's really only better for advanced traders, and even me and Chris, we tend to avoid leverage at all risks. Ultimately, we find this thing a little bit too dangerous and a little bit out there for beginners. So leverage is basically using borrowed money to invest in cryptocurrencies that you have to pay back later. And 2 really common ways to do this is basically to increase your exposure for shorting if you think the price of a cryptocurrency is likely to go down, and likewise to purchase cryptocurrency if you think the price of a cryptocurrency is going to go up. This means that you can multiply the factors of gains by, let's say, 10 to 100 times, but also if you get it wrong, you can multiply your losses by 10 to 100 times as well. And this is quite a common mistake that beginners tend to do, is they get into leverage thinking that they can put $1,000 in, play with 100,000, and they think that things are going up or going down according to their bets. And I do use the word bets because I feel that using leverage is a gambling mentality. You are basically gambling that a cryptocurrency is either going to go up or a cryptocurrency is going to go down, and you can multiply your gains. Unfortunately, for beginners, if they dabble into this, this could leave them without their investment at all. As we've seen recently with the Bitcoin crash, a lot of people who were using leverage, retail investors that were using leverage specifically, were liquidated during Bitcoin's crash. The exchanges are notorious for crashing during these kind of really difficult times within the crypto market. And ultimately, very few people were able to log on, exit their positions before getting liquidated. And we've seen this time and time and time again. So the best kind of thing really for beginners in this space is to avoid using leverage. And ultimately, if you cannot afford to invest in a cryptocurrency and you're relying on leverage, then it probably isn't something for you.
So number 4 on the list, Nick, has to be buying more than you can afford to lose. Now, another one we talk about on live streams and videos an awful lot is not overextending yourself, which is basically the same thing. So if you're new in the space, the chances are you're going to make mistakes, be it sending crypto to the wrong wallet address, for example, or just investing in one of these coins that hasn't really got any use case. If you're new to the space, it's easy to sort of FOMO into some of these projects with the fear of missing out. So we always say it's really important to have a strategy when investing in crypto. So one of those would be that for myself, I don't just invest in crypto, I also invest in the metal market and property as well. But just keeping it on to the crypto side of things, it's easy to lose money if you don't know what you're doing, right? And you're not investing in the right projects with the right fundamentals, the use case, the team, and everything that we've covered earlier when doing your research. But you don't want to put all of your money into crypto. It's easy to get carried away, particularly in a bull cycle where everything's going up. And we see this regularly, that people are putting their rent money into a particular project, thinking 5 days later it's going to continue to go up, and then they're going to have a little bit more money and pay their rent and then have a little bit of extra cash left over. Unfortunately, that's highly risky and one of the things to avoid if you're new in this space.
And last on the list, guys, has to be exit strategy, and specifically making your exit strategy before purchasing any cryptocurrencies. Before any asset, particularly a digital coin, without having an exit plan could be a disaster. You must have your stop losses in place, a mental framework planned in advance in order to accomplish your primary objectives. You cannot let those losses mount up if the market continues to get tougher. Exit strategies really do help mitigate against those extreme losses. On the other hand, an exit strategy is always key, even if you are winning your bet with cryptocurrencies. Investors who don't have a deep knowledge of market psychology could also lose their money without knowing it if they do not know how to sell or have a good exit strategy in advance. So due to expectations of further price growth, or just because they think they can get a little bit more by hanging on a little bit longer, or there's going to be another bounce to the upside, these are all things that could lead to significant losses of your gains. So having this exit strategy really figured out before you actually get into a cryptocurrency is absolutely key. This is something that we do quite a bit for our members section, where we talk about cryptocurrencies that we are invested in and where we think our exit strategies are likely to be, our exit points for specific kind of coins. This is the kind of strategy that you should be thinking about and should be implementing ahead of time. This will allow you to exit cleanly and smoothly under both scenarios of an extreme loss scenario, or also selling on the way up and without actually fear of actually losing those gains. And it's absolutely crucial. So those are our 5 mistakes that we think that a lot of beginners do actually make in this space, and things to potentially avoid in order to make your crypto experience much more efficient and less stressful. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, hopefully that really helps people that are new in the space. I think it's really important that we do these types of videos. And again, I think it's really important that if we've missed any mistakes that people commonly make, or you made when you first entered the space, comment below, let people know, because I think having that is just going to be supportive of new people coming in this space. And I've talked about this quite a lot on the channel, live streams, videos, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and all these places, right? That it's not good for adoption if people that are new in the space get burnt. Really important that people can learn from people like ourselves with experience, because I think that's healthy for adoption in this space, which is healthy for everybody's investments.
Absolutely. I think it's crucial that these new investors who are looking to potentially get into cryptocurrency have a good understanding of the common mistakes that people often make. And if we can mitigate some of those, then that will be fantastic. Guys, if you found this video useful and informative, do go ahead and hit that like button. We both really appreciate it. And of course, if you happen to be new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with the new cryptocurrencies, the hidden gems, the technical analysis and news, then why not become a subscriber? By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with absolutely everything we do here. It is free, you'll stay well informed, so why not? With that said, done and out of the way, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.